Okay guys, today for daily math, I asked you to solve this problem. Maggie and her 4 friends went out to eat. Their bill came to $114. If they split the bill evenly, how much does each person spend? So I'm hoping that you took this problem and decided to do 114 divided by 5. So let's go ahead and do that now. 114 divided by 5. You would use your normal partial quotients that we've been working on all year and say that 5 can go in 114 20 times. That gives me 100. Subtract, I get 14, and I know 5 goes into 14 twice, giving me 10 with a remainder of 4. So my answer is 22, remainder 4. But the question asks you, how much does each person spend? What do I do with this remainder 4? What does it mean? In this particular case, it means that there's $4 left over that still needs to be split up amongst the 5 friends. So on your own, I'm hoping that maybe you decided to take a problem like this and show me 4 wholes and splitting them into 5 groups. So this would be the 4 whole dollars, and I'm going to split it into the 5 groups for one for each person. So I'm going to break that 1 whole up into 10 tenths. And I know that I have 5 groups, so if I had 10 tenths and I was splitting them into 5 groups, I would put 2 tenths in each group. And I'm going to do that again with that whole dollar. Say that I can put 2 tenths in each group. I'm going to do the same thing with each of these $4 until I completely distribute them. So what this shows me, each person or each group paid 8 tenths. In money, 8 tenths is 8 dimes or 80 cents. So when I come back to my answer of 22 remainder 4, this remainder 4 is really 22 and $22.80. But what we want to do is we want to get away from the picture drawing and just be able to use our partial quotients to solve any problem that might involve decimals. So in this case, when I have the remainder of 4, this is really representing $4 or 4 wholes. And I want to know how many times can 5 go in to $4. I'm going to use information that I already know, and I know that 5 times 8 is 40. That means that I also know 5 times 8 tenths is 4 wholes. Okay? Because now I have one number to the right of the decimal, so in my answer I need to have one number to the right of the decimal, so it would be 4.0. So 8 tenths times 5 is the same as 4 wholes, which gives me a total of 22 and 8 tenths. We're going to take a look at more problems that we can solve using partial quotients in which we need a decimal as an answer instead of just a remainder. So let's go ahead and take a look at 85 divided by 2. We are going to divide just the way we always have and say that 2 can go into 85 40 times, which is 80, and a remainder of 5. 2 can go into 5 2 times, which leaves me with 1. Typically before we would have said, okay, my answer is 42, remainder 1. But we need to determine, we need to split up that 1 whole. So I'm going to go ahead and say that remainder is representing 1 whole. How many times can 2 go into 1 whole? Well, in this case, if I kind of ignore that decimal, that's a 10. So I know that 2 times 5 is 10, but I also know that 2 times 5 tenths is 1 whole. So I can take out 5 tenths, and 5 tenths times 2 is 1 whole, leaving me with an answer of 0 here. So my total answer then is to add that up just like we always have and do 42 and 5 tenths. Remember that we always want to check our work, so I'm going to go ahead and come down here and just quickly do 42 and 5 tenths times 2. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 2 times 4 is 8. And because I have one number to the right of the decimal in my problem, I need one number to the right of the decimal in my answer. And because our answer to this multiplication problem matches my dividend, then the answer of 42 and 5 tenths is correct.